And this is Smokey, and this is the Smoke Room episode. I don't know what the fuck it is, but I got the legendary call legend himself in here, Xtremetony. What's going on?
Hey, not much. I'm glad to be on the show. I know I listened to the last show and I thought it was a pretty damn good show. I don't think I've heard a pretty good show like that in a long time, whether it be podcasts or whatever else I listen to. But that was pretty damn good.
Yeah, I like to keep it fresh. I like to try to freestyle my questions. I'm not exactly going by the book kind of guy. I just go by what's in my head. So if I go like, for a second, I'm thinking of a question. So,
Yep, that's all
yeah,
good.
yeah, Tony, you've been in Extreme Tony, you've been in call for a long time. My first question to you is, out of all the years you've been here, what's your most memorable moment?
Let's see. I don't know if I can remember a lot of them, but some of the ones that stand out is back in 2007 around March, a match between on TWF between me and Munich. It has to be like one of the best matches I've been a part of, and even though I lost and I was booted out of TWF, it still has to be like one of the best matches. Another great one I had was at Global Warning between me and CJ Logan, where I almost had a beat, but then all of a sudden the lights went out, and then he won the match. That does not make any sense.
There's a controversy all over the place, man. I tell you.
Yeah.
Yeah. You just explain to me what's your best one? What's the worst moment since you've been on YouTube or people talking or whatever? What's your worst moment?
Man, you know that the whole trolling controversy and
Oh
then the
yeah.
whole thing between me and Burb slash Stratstaff slash Alan Caesar the Third. Well, that's all ancient history because where are they? Exactly. But I'm
Yeah.
still here. I know a lot of people couldn't handle the trolling, or Alan Caesar, Fred. I can go on, but
Oh, don't tell me about trolling because I was at the top of the list of people that was getting trolled or getting spammed or get my account deleted because somebody false corporated my page. All
yeah,
kinds of things. Yeah, there was a bunch of drama back then. That was going to be my next question. Cause you wouldn't really talk. I didn't really see that much of you during that whole time. I was going to ask you, what did you think of all the stuff that was going on? Like, not these last couple of years, but back in like 2009, 10. What do you think
well,
about all that? All the stuff with Ramhead and all this other stuff, the ESPN kids, all that.
I don't want to name exact names, but I don't know if you remember, wait, but it started 2007 when I first opened my CEW forum, the CEW mainstream, and then there's someone I never heard about. A clever guy who thinks he's clever, who thinks he can spell bastard backwards. He thinks he's all that in a bag of chips. He joined my forum, and I didn't regulate it. I didn't have the forum regulated where it was basically free fall, and then him and his crew tried to vandalize the page dramatically, and that's where it all started. It went into 2008 where Burb and got Alan Caesar the Third on this thing, all tied in together. But I was able to untangle the controversy and drown them out because they had nothing to say because all these idiots who've been trolling and all that, they've basically been saying the same stupid thing over and over and over again, and with that, how they've been keep saying it repeatedly has lost all meaning to it, so they've become irrelevant by themselves. I really didn't have to do anything at all. They did it to themselves. It was basically suicide by design for them.
Yeah. Okay. That's it. That's pretty good. I ain't heard your side of the story about the whole thing, so I just wanted to ask. Had had to figure out what was going on in that situation.
Yeah, I didn't get in. I didn't get into it with everyone that you mentioned. I only got entangled mainly with Verb or whatever he or she calls him or herself. But whatever, it don't matter. It's
It just
pointless.
it's call. We just do this for fun, and I think we're starting to go back on a good slope now where we can have fun. No drama, no nothing. I ain't seen no drama lately, so
Nope.
that's a good thing. So maybe we can all just fuck all the drama, fuck beefs. It ain't worth it. Just do your thing and appreciate the what's going out right now, and that's it.
Yeah, perseverance. Because as soon as I had hit that low point, I was able to rebound and hey, good times.
Oh yeah. That's all it is. And that brings me to the next question. Um, you've been, as I said on the last question, you've been rather quiet about a lot of things. I don't really hear a lot about you. I don't really hear you saying much. But people were saying a lot a while back that you pushed your call on purpose to, do like that. But I got the same thing, but on different leagues, not on my own league. What can you say to the main everybody that's watching this show right now about that?
Well, as far as me in my own league in the Extreme Global Wrestling League in XGW, I know that is the misconception that people get all the time that I am pushing myself to the stratosphere, but that's not the case. I don't know if you remember before then, like in the early part of 2007, I was part of two CAW leagues at the same time. One of them was called WWA, World Wrestling Alliance, and the other one was TWF, the Wrestling Federation. And I was part of both of them at the same time, and I held the WWA World Title in 2007, a little bit before I even started XGW also. So by the time I started my own league, I was already established. And about the other CAW leagues, I mean, everyone knows that I've already established myself as a main eventer. I don't have to go into the specific details because, I mean, what I do, I mean, what you see is what you get. I mean, and that basically speaks for itself. And
Yeah.
I don't have to hype myself up when I can just get it done.
Yeah, that's just the thing. People misconstrue things that you do on your own league. Uh, if your guy's been built up to a certain point in another league, you can't just take him into. If you put him in your own league and he's doing so good in other leagues, and it means you're gonna have to carry that over. It don't matter, what people think or whatever. You're gonna do what you feel is right for the storyline, and what you did was you felt it was right for the storyline, so you did it. So I respect that.
Exactly. And also, I mean, I earned my spot in my own league just like the rest of the roster. As right now, the current XGW Ultimate Champion, which is the equivalent of the World Heavyweight title, is the Great D holding that Ultimate title for a second time, going up against Jonathan Magnum, who also held the World title before, the Ultimate title, and they're gonna go at it at In the House 5 at the biggest CPV of XGWL coming soon. So, and I'm not even in that main event, but I've earned my spot. I've held the title 3 times before, and I know I'm not done going after the XGW Ultimate title.
Yeah.
And I also hold a world title in a different CAW league right now, the NYCW World title, the CAW league that Andy Morales runs, or used to run, because the JM Factor took that over. You could talk to him about that. He'll probably brag up to infinity about it. But also I used to hold the USFWA World title over in ACW, that league that Sherman runs, the Gresham Championship Wrestling, not the other ACW Anime Championship Wrestling, because that's the misconception that they have, because we have 2 ACWs.
Yeah.
And we call the one that has the the one that Sherman runs, you can just call it Aggression CW because that's the one that everyone that we know that watch that league, and the other one we just call it Anime CW because just to tell the two apart.
Yeah, I know Sherman though. He comes on to the forum a lot on the original Call Shack, and I talk to him every now and then.
Yeah.
He's yeah. I was talking about. I was messing with him when when they had that match on CCL about with me and Sherman against each other.
Yeah, we also had a match 1-on-1 on the CAW Champions League.
Yeah, me and you did actually. Yeah, you won that.
That was a pretty good match.
Yeah, I didn't really care who won or lost in that match. That's a bunch of people saying I ain't gonna name no names because it's the past. But they was like, I'm glad Xtremetony won and Smokey didn't win. But it ain't nothing, you know. People hate just to hate, and they can do whatever they want. It's a free country. They do. That's the reason it's a free country.
Exactly.
Free speech. So they can hate or they can love me. So. But yeah, brings me to my next question, man. What do you think of these like WEDF? There's this new league out called Battle Pro. It's owned by my friend Loudon Styles. What do you think about the calls that's coming up, and what you think about the leagues that's out like WEDF and all that?
I mean, I've seen a couple of episodes of WEDF. I mean, I love the production values that they put out, like week in and week out, and the in-ring action is pretty damn good. But the thing about it is that, I do have to. I'm starting to think that I should start watching their league more often because to break down the fourth wall a little bit here, and I'll put it back up as soon as I finish with this statement, is that I work a different time schedule, so I can't watch Raw and SmackDown and TNA Impact Wrestling. So, and the thing that I would have said before is that if I want to watch them, the real wrestlers, I would watch them on the actual TV. But since I can't watch them on actual TV, maybe I should start watching WEDF.
Yeah, it's a good show. Frank Dog, he works hard on his show. He has a tough schedule. We had our problems, you know. We had our problems. We worked our way through it, and I think that's what it should be about call everybody getting together. No matter what the beef was in the past, you know, everybody has beef. It's all about how you work your things out.
Yeah, and most of it is just over small things. If you look at the big picture, I mean, there's really nothing that we should be mad at each other for.
Yeah, it's just stupid beef. That's just all it is. It's just all stupid. I think we should look forward and make Call great again. Not something like all this, oh, ha, ha, he, this guy's stupid, oh, this guy's great. It shouldn't be about that. It should be the value of the matches, the wrestling, and the storylines. That's where I always saw it.
Exactly. When people go that ha, 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 he stuff, and then I go, hey, how about something specific? And they have no comeback.
But yeah, okay, we just talked about that. Okay, we're gonna go on to that question where I just asked about what do you think about the new leagues coming out? Like, I don't know if you saw it yet because he just put it out. Now Styles got his new show, Battle Pro, and his first CPV is The Crowning. And if you ain't seen it yet, I suggest you see it. Because he got great talent in it. Because I watched him grow from over the past few years. But what do you think about the leagues? Have you checked out any of the new leagues out?
Well, I haven't checked out that league in particular, but I don't have too much time with my work schedule that I do in real life, and then I only have a few hours and most of it is to work on the next XGWL episode. And sometimes I do have to, do a couple things outside of the CAW world.
Yeah, I understand that completely.
Yeah, because my philosophy is real life over CAW.
Oh, yeah.
And sometimes it does take me a little bit longer to post every CAW show, but I mean that's that's just the way it is.
Yeah, you got to put your life ahead of time, and I've been having to do that for a long time. I as of recently had some stuff in my personal life that happened, and I'm able to have more time doing this right now. But you know, you just got to keep on going and do what you can do.
Exactly. And there's some people that try to run a CAW league and then they close it rather quickly. And a couple of things that I've heard is that people start it up real quick and then they end it just as fast as they say. That's too time consuming.
Yeah. I gotta speak from experience because I've been trying to get my league back on it because I put 2 episodes out at FDW and my coordinator messed up on me and I've been having problems getting that fixed. But it ain't nothing about time consuming. It's about creativity and how you do things.
Yeah. And one thing is time management is also one thing you have to learn because the programs I use, it would take hours to save and I usually, when I go to work or when I go to sleep, I save the videos, and that takes hours to save. So while I do that, either I go to sleep or go to work, and then by the time I wake up after I go to sleep or I come back from work, they're already saved. And then when I just upload them, I just watch some news clips, watch a CAW league, or work on the next XGWL episode.
Yeah. Okay. That's interesting. But the next thing I want to talk about is what are your top leagues you watch and when you have time? What leagues do you usually watch?
Well, right now on the top of my list is the CAW Champions League, the one that's run by Sushi X.
Yeah.
And something about CCL is, you know how they got like all these CAW the cream of the crop from other CAW leagues to start that off. You know, back in 2007 when I started XGWL, I got some of the top names from Cause.WS, a couple from CAW Underground.
Yeah.
And basically, XGWL basically was CCL before CCL.
Yeah.
I don't know if you think about it.
And while we on live, I think you're missing a certain someone in your league.
Let's see. Oh, let me guess. Smokey.
Yes. That would
Well, yeah, that would be good.
Yeah, I think you could do a good thing. Or is I just got my notes. No, I think just Smokey. They ain't ready for it yet. They good with you. I'm talking. I'm trying to talk to two people at once. One on the chat box if anybody wanted to know. The guy who's recording this thing. By the way, thanks Loud for recording for me. You're muted right now, but thank you. Either way.
Also, a couple of fun things, a couple of fun facts is that when I started XGWL, I had a couple of like ex WWE wrestlers like the Godfather,
Yeah,
like Lance Storm, Raven, a couple of Jazz, Ivory. I had them in XGWL for a little while. Scotty Too Hotty was another one.
oh god.
Oh come on, he was pretty good at XGWL.
Yeah, he was. I gotta admit.
But that was a pretty good way to get things started. But as soon as I was able to elevate some of the original CAW characters, I was able to let go like most of the real wrestlers to give more of the original CAW characters a bit of a push.
Yeah.
But I still had a couple of indie talents, but as of today, there are no more real wrestlers in XGWL anymore. It's all original CAW characters now. Maybe a few quote fancy characters if you count Mike Mexico and Bruno Battaglia. I know you played Blitz the League.
Yeah, I have. Yeah. I ain't seen it in the last few shows because I've been busy. I've been having shit that I've been having to deal with. It's life, you know.
Yeah, that's
But
all
yeah,
right.
yeah. Okay, moving on. What was your main idea when you created SGW? Eh,
Well, one of the things is because I've always wanted to create my own CW league from, let's say, way back in 1998.
yeah,
I know, Nameless also said that, like, around that same time, but unfortunately the technology was not available like that, and
yeah,
I had to wait like a long time until I saw Noti QCAW just to see. That's when I first got into CAW like that. But I've always been a CAW kind of guy,
yeah,
even though when I was running eFeds from like 2002 to like 2007, because I never got the whole eFed thing, so I've always wanted to have something to record the shows and post them, but there was no YouTube at that time. There was no anything to post those shows. And then I got a contact with the owner of WWA and TWF, and they put my CW character in their leagues. And from there, that's when WWA was shut down during the controversial thing when WWA tried to ask for money,
hmm
and they got shut down by what I call the Big Fed in Stanford, which is, well, you can guess.
I know one league. I can't remember the name of it. I can't remember if it was. I can't remember that league that popular league that just tried it. Um, um, I think it was Johnny Styles or something like that.
Well,
I
the
can't
only
remember.
the only person that I know that
Wade.
also,
Wade. That's
yeah, Wade
Wade.
Needham.
He
He also
tried
tried
it.
to,
Yeah,
yeah,
that's him.
yeah, Wade Needham.
Yeah, that's it. That he tried to sell T-shirts and he tried to sell his show. I don't. That ain't the best thing to do for anybody to try. This is all fun. You know, we all do this as a hobby, and ain't no sense of trying to make money on it. That's the reason that this YouTube thing trying to get me to upgrade my account to if I get a certain amount of views, I get paid for it. I'm
Oh
not out.
yes,
I'm not out for that. I got my own jobs, so I'm just out here to do this for fun and nothing else.
yeah. I've also been contacted by YouTube to monetize some of the videos, try to make some money off of it. You know, I would rather create another channel with 100% original content and make money off of that other channel.
Yeah.
You know, kind of think about it, but I don't have a high def recording camera to do it, so
Yeah.
that's gonna be in the back burner for now.
Yeah. It's all in the idea head. Let's say me. Everybody always asks me about. I hate to be talking about myself on my own interview show, but you know, I gotta
Yeah,
talk
that's all
about.
right.
Everybody always asks me, how can I keep on making these attires before my car smoky? It's all creativity. As long as you got creativity, you can always keep your car fresh. You can do that. It's like your car, you keep your car fresh and do all that. So you're still relevant. no,
Yeah,
no matter all the drama, no nothing.
yeah. I mean, I've been relevant since 2007. I mean, 2000. I can go 2008, 2009, 2010. Last year, 2011,
Yeah.
and this year, hey, it won't be any different.
No. It's the same thing with me. I've been the same way, but this is besides that. We were just talking about how you created GWL. What's your main idea behind it and everything else. Let me see. I'm going through my head the questions here. I got plenty of them. Okay. We'll move on to a different subject. Wrestling, real wrestling.
Yeah.
What do you like watching?
Well, well, the only thing I can watch right now is CAW, but when I saw, WWE and TNA, I mean, I was a little disappointed big time by how they pushed the women's division. You know, if the talent you have to push your best talent, male or female, small guys, giants, tag teams, whatever. You have to try to put your best talent forward because that's the one thing that WWE has failed to do in these past, I'd say, 6 years now. And it's a shame too because there's a lot of great talents that have been let go by WWE because they have absolutely no idea what to do with them. And now they're in a situation where they only have their main eventers, and there's a big gap between those guys and their mid-carders. And the only one that stands out of the mid-cards is this Brodus Clay guy. This new gimmick that he's doing, and
It's crazy.
Zack Ryder.
That's like I got to admit that it's a little bit over the top for real. Brodus Clay. You got to think when he came to WWE, he was with Nexus, the new Nexus, right?
Yeah, big bulldozer just running everybody over. But the thing that I've been thinking about is, okay, they have him. He's being pushed as a face. Okay, where are they going with this? I'm hoping that if it's gonna lead to a title shot, then okay, good. They're letting his creativity go and they're letting him do a couple of more things. But if it's gonna go to crap like a lot of the gimmicks that they've tried before, then they've just wasted a lot of time there.
Yeah. I gotta give WWE credit for one thing. This whole Mass Kane angle they got going right now. It's everybody. People are probably gonna say they know how it's gonna go, but it's kind of cool because I've been waiting for Mass Kane to come back for a long time. Actually, I have, and it's good. It's good to see Kane like that. I'm not. People have been saying they ain't the Kane from when he was unmasked, but it is. He sounds just the same.
Yeah, but this whole thing is like hopefully this will turn Cena heel and tired of this whole all the little kids.
Yeah, maybe this be the We've been saying this for a long time though. How long we been talking? Everybody been talking about it for like 2 years, 3 years, something.
I've been saying it for like 5 years.
We've been saying it for a long time. But maybe it will.
Yeah.
Cause you seen on that last show where he went crazy. On what's his name? But
I haven't had a chance to catch Raw last week.
Yeah, he went crazy last week. Yeah, he went crazy. I think he embracing the hate.
Damn.
I don't know. There ain't no telling about WWE. What did you think about did you ever check out? I can't personally say I check out TNA because I don't, because I watched one show of it and I was just like, no. Have you checked it out?
Well, when I get a chance to, but from what the trend that I've seen is that they have a pretty good women's division, but you know how they've been screwing up as well. It's not just WWE screwing up. It's TNA as well. They have all this great talent with some pretty good matches, but the storylines are just ongoing. This whole thing between Kurt Angle and Jeff Jarrett, and now they split up Beer Money, and
yeah,
I don't know how, and that's not really going anywhere. And this whole thing after they split up Team 3D, how Devon and D'Angelo De Niro, how they're all teaming up now, and Samoa Joe has become irrelevant.
Again.
Yeah, that's a good way to put it.
Yeah. There's a bunch of messed up things going on, but we got things to look at besides real wrestling. We got call wrestling. That's what call wrestling.
Yeah.
We made call wrestling for, as a escape from that.
Or I call it the alternative to the mainstream pro wrestling, but there's also Ring of Honor. There's some other independent wrestling promotions out there that we should check out and support.
Yeah.
I know that I would go to SoCal Pro Wrestling, but it's too far. I have to drive like about 45 minutes to see one of their shows over there, whether it's because it's just too far away to drive there.
Yeah. PWG and Shikara.
Yeah, I've heard about them as well.
Yeah, I've been hearing a lot about it. I checked out a couple of Chikara. I just never actually. I can get into it. It just it's a little bit different. It takes to get used to. It's like other things. So
Cause we've been brainwashed to think that the quote sports entertainment style of wrestling is the one that gets over, that we're supposed to like that just because it's on TV every Monday, Thursday, and Friday.
yeah, but I kind of see it differently. I'm more brainwashed myself into thinking call's better than everything. That's
Well,
way.
I don't know if I can say that. I mean, I know my bread and butter is watching CEW wrestling because that's the only thing I can watch right now because of my schedule.
Yeah.
But yeah,
You actually can watch anything on YouTube. It's a shame. WDF informed me earlier that they're gonna be changing. Hang on a sec. Let me look at his bulletin. Um, he said March 1st they're gonna be switching to the new channel style. We can't choose to have our old channel style on our channel. So we're gonna be stuck having our new channel. That's the YouTube's been being way too political. And I think YouTube needs to reality check that nobody wants what they're doing. They want what they had. They don't want what they're trying to do.
yeah, that's the one thing I've noticed. I mean, I don't really like it personally. I'd rather have it the way, like the previous rendition of the YouTube channel where you had all the listing of every video, but the one that's current right now. I mean, you can pick the videos that you want, like pinned, like the top videos, and I don't know. But it's a little bit easier to go through the different channels you want to look at the videos at,
Yeah.
if you think about it. But, I mean, it's good in some ways, but it's also bad in other ways. Just like the previous version, it was good in some ways, but it was bad in a few other ways.
Yeah, I've been trying to look at video like I've been trying to watch music videos and stuff, and every single time I try to watch a video, an advertisement will pop up right before the video, being a minute
Yeah,
long. That aggravates me. It's just like, what the fuck?
well, they're trying to make some money off of it because ad revenue. There's a lot of channels on YouTube that make money off of these videos,
Yeah.
and some of them do go into the 5 and 6 figures. I don't know. It depends if you're like a Philip DeFranco or if you're George for Title or some other of these videos who make a lot of money off of them.
Yeah. But yeah, okay, we talked about just almost everything. When is your next show coming out so I can let everybody know?
Well, I have the last show out already, XGWL Charge, episode number 80. You can check it out. I got it on YouTube already, which my channel is Xtremetony 0 because someone already taken my nickname that I've had for more than 10 years already.
That's where it goes. People got my name too. Don't worry about it. I had it all my life. I had Smokey. My nickname's been Smokey since I started smoking at age 8. So, so people call me that ever since.
Yeah. And also created a Facebook page. I know that's the one thing that I started and everyone else has jumped aboard and really has helped the views of a lot of the CAW leagues.
Yeah, because more people see it. Because a lot of people, more people get on. A lot of people go on YouTube, but a lot more people get on Facebook.
Yeah. And the one thing I've been saying, like throughout these, like the past decade, when during all these social media networks, like they ask, like like if I have a MySpace, and my reply was everyone has a MySpace, and then when Twitter came out, it's like it asked me if I had a Twitter, and it said doesn't everybody have a Twitter account? Same
No.
thing with Facebook now. It's like everybody has a Facebook.
Yeah, I never got. That's one thing I don't understand. I don't even got a Twitter. I don't got one Twitter account. I never liked
Uh,
Twitter. I looked at it. I looked at Twitter. I seen it, and it's good. It got a lot of, you can see a lot of information on it, but I just don't see no point. I got Facebook, but I got my own personal Facebook. I don't got no Facebook for my colleague or my call. I just got Facebook for me.
yeah, that's all right.
Yeah,
I got
I add friends though that I trust on there
yeah.
because it's hard to keep your I want to try to keep my personal life away from my life I do here. So
Yeah, I think that's something that we've all done. I know that there's probably like one or three or four people in my personal life that know that I do CEW, and I mean some people are okay with it.
I don't
I mean,
care what anybody thinks about me. I don't.
I mean, I don't think anyone has any real problems with what I'm doing.
Yeah.
But well, I'm gonna do what I do because
That's exactly. Yeah, though. But Xtremetony, man, it's been a long time in the making. We've been trying this for how long? For about a couple weeks, about 3 or 4.
yeah, because because there's a couple of forums that I'll go every day, and there's one I'll go like every once in a while.
Yeah. I've been wanting to get you on my even before I did the smoke room, I did the smoke reviewer call, and I was doing interviews on there on my review show. And I tried to get you on this other review show I was doing, but I finally settled on the smoke room, and I think it's an excellent idea. And my interviews, I try to be informative. I try to get the most information I can out of everybody, regardless if it's controversial, regardless of anything, I ain't trying to beef with nobody. I'm just trying to, we're just trying to do an interview. Be professional about it.
Yeah, and one thing that's something that probably not too many people know about is that I had my own interview show that used to be called 10 Minutes of the Extreme Hour that I used to do back when I was in WWA and TWF. And I interviewed Alan Caesar III once.
Oh, God. That didn't sound good, did it?
Well, we didn't have any problems at the time, but all of a sudden, I don't know how he started having problems with me after the interview. That made no sense whatsoever.
It's just crazy, man. Oh.
Yep.
It's just amazing how you figure out about people, though. That's just the beauty part of call. We all do this to have fun, and I just want to tell you I appreciate you coming on my show and everything else.
Yeah, of course.
Do you have anything else you want to say, like promote anything or anything else?
Well, to check out my CAW league is I got the Facebook is facebook.com/XGWL show, and then the official website is xgwl.webs.com. You can also follow me on Twitter at Xtremetony, which should be no surprise to anyone in the CAW community.
I guess not. I don't know. I'm out of touch.
That's all right. And of course, the forum that I run is CAW Mainstream, because that was the point to try to push it from just being like few people running to having this something that can rival like some of the independent wrestling promotions out there and having a good amount of views, kind of like SMF has done.
Yeah. I respect Dingoes, though. Dingoes did a good job with his show. And it's a shame he had to go. But you have to go do what you got to do.
Yeah, I mean, some people will get tired of it and stuck with the same routine and they'll just be tired of it and they'll put an end to it. I mean, it's understandable because some people don't like to be in the same rut or the same routine every week, day in, weekend, month in, year in.
especially when you're expected to put a show out every single week.
Yeah, because the demand for SMF was ridiculous. Because every view, every weekly show that SMF did was dwarfed like every other CAW league. If you put every CAW league combined, including mine, and you compare it to the SMF, like one SMF weekly show will get more views than all the one week each CAW league's one weekly show.
Yeah.
I've did the numbers and they get into the thousands.
Damn. But yeah, I hate to keep this cut this short, man. It was a good interview. I gotta go use the bathroom. It's been a good interview though, man. I appreciate you coming here and your patience with me.
Yeah, it's all right. Anytime.
Yeah. But this is Xtremetony and this is me. Stay tuned for the smoke room cause you never know who I have on here next. Till next
Peace
time.
out.
Peace out.
Adios.
Peace.